I would too, and I don't think that Favre will be asked to deliberately balk him. I think that it may be just difficult to get past a car, even with its stopping problem that clearly Favre is struggling with in the black and white car. I still think that now really Coronel has to make a move almost immediately, otherwise any sniff he's got of Jamie's exhaust pipes is gone. Well, Tom Coronel passes Philippe Favre, and the Lister team, I think, probably being very gentlemanly about this. They see the effort that's been put in by Hazemans and Coronel to chase them all the way to the line. Bailey out of the car, having done his middle stint. First, I think, for him in this pairings history, Bailey and Campbell Walter. Campbell Walter normally does the middle. We've got just a fraction under 6 minutes left to go. 6 seconds between first and second place last time round. In fact, it was 4.4 last time round. And so Tom Coronel still closing the gap. And look at that. Jamie Campbell Walter going past the number 50 car of Magnus Wallander and Nigel Smith, one of the other NGT class runners.
We always thought that this was going to end like this. It looked that it could actually end on the wire. Obviously, as you said, Jamie's obviously in a championship winning position, even if he finishes second. But fantastic to see after everything settled down within just over the 6 minutes, it's actually coming right down to the wire, which it looked like it could have done.
10 races ending in the final 5 minutes here at Magny Cours with a bang, not a whimper, and that's a fantastic testament to the grit and determination shown by the team of the Car Sport Holland Viper and also of the Lister car. And Magnus Wallander, I think it probably is at the wheel of the yellow car there, moving as smartly out of the way of the Viper as he could. He knows what's going on as well. He knows an orange car behind him means a championship contender, and he's not going to get in the way. And so now look at this. Jamie Campbell Walter, well, how much cat and mouse is he playing? I don't think he's going as quickly as he can. 141.7 his last lap. 139.0 was Coronel, so 2.7 seconds quicker on that last lap. And at last time at the line they were 1.6 seconds apart. They're not that now, Andrew. They're not half that apart. Jamie is going to grandstand this all the way to the finish. But Coronel, well, I don't think you want to let him get too close, Jamie.
No, and I think Jamie will be quite keen to try and, if he's going to let him he's obviously going to have to let him pass, looking at the sheer pace. He wants to choose his moment and not let Tom try and dictate when he wants to have a huge stab or lunge down the inside, which could be seen to be a fair but rather aggressive manoeuvre. So he might be wise not to try and get himself involved, get pulled into this battle.
It would be nice for Lister to win their 5th round of the championship. They would then have won half of all the races going. But as you say, there's no point in making Coronel work for it so hard that he has to try something desperate, because that would be the worst of all scenarios for Lawrence Pierce. The Lister team had the disappointment a fortnight ago of losing the British GT Championship title at the last race. They weren't in the title lead there, but Coronel has gone off. Coronel, testament there to just how hard he's pushing. Campbell Walter picked up the pace by 2 seconds on the last lap, and I'm sure by a bit more then. Coronel, well, I said earlier on, it was win or crash for them. It didn't make any difference either way. A long, long, long way out of the gravel traps. He's still going, but that's it. The championship is over. The race is over. Coronel back on track, but Jamie Campbell Walter now will be a long way ahead. It's very dark under the Lister awning, but that's not the mood, that's just the shade. I think you can quite clearly imagine just how relieved that it was the second of the 2 lead cars and not the first of the 2 lead cars that tasted the gravel there, that Julian Bailey and Lawrence Pierce are. Jamie Campbell Walter there, still with the headlights on. What does the clock say now? 3 minutes and 42 seconds to the end of this race. And that equates to about a lap and 3/4. So he'll come past this time, then he'll have to make probably, I think, another 2 laps. And then it will be 106 laps race distance inside the 3 hours. And that will, I don't think that will even remotely be enough for Tom Coronel to get back in contact. Now Jamie Campbell Walter really can stroke it around, and I'm sure Lawrence Pierce will be on the radio to say that the Dutch driver and the Dutch car have gone off.
I think he will have even seen that. Probably he'll have concentrated on that corner, come out onto the straight and had a glance in the mirror and just wondered where it had gone. 2 seconds before it had been right behind him, and then suddenly it's gone. So he'll have realised, and then the radio would have blurted it through. So he can just cruise home now.
Not a huge cloud of dust behind him, but he may well even have seen that hanging over the tyre walls, as you say, as he glanced in the mirror. You know, it's got a driving mirror, but these things shake so much you may as well be looking through the window of a blender, quite honestly. But as you say, he will know that he's not got an orange car and the headlights blazing right behind him, and so it's pressure off. Jamie Campbell-Walter can now enjoy this moment, I think. Lister winners in GT1 and GT2 in the 1999 British GT Championship. Julian Bailey and Jamie Campbell-Walter winning the GT1 title together, and now the FIA GT crown. Well, they've certainly got one hand on the trophy. I never like to say these things until the fat lady sings, but the flag is just a couple of laps away. Coronel hasn't given up, has he?
No, he's giving it everything still. But I think it proves the point we were saying. It was obvious anyway, but he was absolutely screwing everything he could out of that car. And it just, I think probably a little bit of lack of downforce as he went into that quick right-hander, and it just caught him out. But it was nice, like I said, it was fantastic to see that car being pushed that hard.
He's been running in clear air for so long. As you say, it may just be that he was then so close to Jamie that actually he just didn't have the front end grip that he hurled it through on the previous lap with. Whatever, Coronel now in second place still. Marc Duez in third, is still nearly half a minute behind. And Mathieu Gosselin in fourth place. Claude-Yves Gosselin in fourth place for the Belmondo Viper team there. Third and fourth at the moment. Philippe Fabre in fifth place. Wolfgang Kaufmann in sixth position in the Freisinger Motorsport Porsche, and just 2 spots behind them in eighth place, leading the NGT class, Christophe Bouchou from Luca Riccatelli, and those two separated by almost an entire minute. So Bouchou again will be driving away from his rival all the way to the flag. Well, a minute to go now, so the end of this lap and one more, I think, Andrew, to the checkered flag. Jamie Campbell-Walter will be being very cautious indeed with all of these slower cars. Doesn't matter how slow they are and how much you would normally throw your car past them in this sort of situation, no chances taken at all.
Well, no, and also by this stage usually a fair bit of contact has happened through all the cars, so very often they're losing their mirrors. They don't even have either they don't have any of the mirror or the glass has fallen off, so you now have to be careful and not assume that anybody sees you. And the old expression of he'll be listening for every noise and every gear change. But by the sound of things and from what everybody said earlier on, the car is running extremely well, so just relax and just bring it home. With 17 seconds on the clock, it will soon be all over.
Not soon enough, I think, for either Jamie Campbell-Walter or Lawrence Pierce or Julian Bailey, but about half an hour too early for Tom Coronel. He could really have done with all that chance to get back into the fray. So the clock has now reached 0, and that's it. Jamie Campbell-Walter is on his last lap. Now then, I don't know how this works. Let's see if we can see the flag stand. Look round the corner. Have they got the checkered flag ready? Yes, they have. The clock has run down. It's 105 laps, 106 laps completed. The checkered flag waves. Jamie Campbell-Walter, Julian Bailey and the Lister team win the race at Magny Cours, and with it, the FIA GT Championship for the year 2000. Let's hear from the winning team boss. Our microphone is down there with Lawrence Pierce as Jamie Campbell-Walter starts to bask in the glory of this win. We'll try and catch up with Lawrence Pierce. He's been pretty tight-lipped in front of the cameras this weekend. He's been a bit more forthcoming in the privacy of the trailer.
Unbelievable. It was a hard race. Unbelievable with the stop and go as well.
Lawrence, world champion, difficult race. Jamie had a black flag. Sorry, a stop and go, but you're world champion now. You must be over the moon.
Absolutely delighted. They both driven absolutely brilliantly today. Apart from the stop and go, of course, I don't know why we had that. I don't think that was our fault. I think it was oil on the circuit. Jamie went off. He was off the road when he passed the other car. He couldn't do anything about it. So I don't know why. I need to see some video of that. But
are you going to party tonight?
I think so. What happened about the manufacturers? What's with that?
I've got to check the points, I'm not sure, but well done, you're world champion driving.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lawrence Pierce asking the question that we need to sort out as well. I think that may have to be doing a bit of adding up later on. The result then, Jamie Campbell-Walter, Julian Bailey win the race, win the championship. Mike Hasemans, Tom Coronel come up in second place in both race and championship, but not for want of trying, and they've given us a great grandstanding finish to the end of this championship. Andrew? You can't ask for much of a better sports car race finish than that.
No, I mean 14 seconds after 3 hours. I think that was, and with all the changes of strategies, the car obviously were running different type of strategies because of the fuel consumption problems. It was always going to be a tough one because Julian seemed very happy and Jamie seemed very happy with their car, and it did appear to have the pace as well. But of course, directly you had that stop-go penalty thrown into it. It really brought it alive, I think, because that was exactly the amount of time that needed to just bring it to the line as it was.
Well, there are the two black and white cars. The Lister Storm, number 14, nearest to the camera, is the race winner. And Philippe Favre finishing in 5th place. The two Belmondo Vipers, 3rd and 4th in the points. So the team's championship very finely balanced. It'll need some maths to work out who's won that one. Door open, arm out of the cockpit waving as he comes into the pit lane. That sharp right-hand corner there, that is Jamie Campbell-Walter coming in to Parc Fermé. And, well, Lawrence Pierce wants to have a look at the video of when they were yellow flag penalised for passing under yellows. As he said, Jamie was off the road, or the other car was off the road at that stage. I'm not quite sure which. We didn't see it on the TV, but still a great finish to the championship. And if it's anything like as exciting as that when we're showing these races live next year, then we've certainly got something to look forward to on Eurosport's racing weekends. Thank you very much indeed to everybody who has emailed us during the course of this race. And interesting little experiment, some nice questions, some very kind comments indeed. Thank you very much indeed for those. We do try and bring you as much as we can on these races, and we will try and continue to do that. I hope you've enjoyed our coverage of this 10th and final round of the FIA GT Championship. I know Jamie Campbell-Walter has enjoyed his race. It's always a delight when he's had a good day. And Tom Coronel congratulating him then. Fantastic run from Hasemans and Coronel. But it's the Lister duo that win the race and the championship.